Good morning, students. Good morning to all of you. So first we are going to start with our basic rules of accounts. As you are aware that personal account, debit the debtor, credit the creditor, and debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debtor becomes giver and creditor becomes receiver. Real account debit what comes in, credit what goes out, and nominal account debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. In case of modern approach, assets and expenses are showing debit balance, income, liability, and capital are showing credit balance. So day before yesterday, we started with consignment problems. But before that, I'm going to take one important problem, illustration number 3 of account current. Many students have asked query based on this question because illustration number 3 is A+ category question and many students are finding this question difficult. So let's start with illustration number 3. Let's come to page number 6.113, and after this question, we are going to start with consignment chapter. So friends, good morning to all of you. Yes, very good. Dhruv Khandelwal already sent all entries regarding consignment, beta. Very good. Yes, good morning, beta Dhruv. You already sent all entries regarding consignment. Then, yes, Sumanji, good morning. Sanyam, good morning. Manisha, Shiba, Riddhi. Yes, every one of you. Yes, please tell me good morning. Hello, sir. Very good morning. I am a CA Inter student. Used to watch your classes and recommended to attend your classes. Your classes are simply awesome. Thank you. So, who is Arvind Kumar? Thank you, beta. Anisha Rawat is saying, sir, this is my first day of class. Sir, PDFs you have uploaded, all 3 are of average due date, beta. I really don't know, Bhumika, what problem is going on with ICI application, but I already sent them all PDF files and I hope you will get it soon. So, beta Bhumika, please have some patience. Yes, good morning all. Chalo, let's start with this illustration number 3. And yes, how many of you have completed this illustration? Might be this illustration you will find this difficult, but please students, make sure that this question is not at all difficult if you think properly. So following are running transactions which place between me and you during the month of February 2020. So me and you, there are 2 parties. We don't know exactly who is sending goods. So me books, because this statement is rendered by Mr. Me to you. So me is books, make a books, and Y is a party. Okay. So we have to think from the angle of me, not from the angle of you. Okay. So make sure, yes, write down these things that me books and you party. So write down this fast. Yes. संतोष कुमार को अपना नाम चाहिए. नो प्रॉब्लम. यस. चलो तो बुक्स ऑफ मी एंड पार्टी यू. Now amount payable by you to me. So think from the angle of me. So for me it is receivable. Okay. So for me it is receivable, and whenever amount is receivable, it's an asset. Asset means debit balance. So you have to write it to balance brought down. So just write it to balance brought down. Opening balance. Okay. So to balance brought down. It's very simple. Then sales made by me to you. So it's me books. So sales made. So it's very simple. It's to sales. Okay. So you can write there to sales. So to balance brought down, after that you can write to sales. Then received acceptance. Now, beta, bill of exchange problems we are not yet covered. So received acceptance of you to me, by me. So for me it is receivable. So me it is receivable and it is an asset. Asset shows debit balance. So it's by bills receivable. So it's a bills receivable account debit to you. And I'm going to tell you all these entries in bill of exchange problem. So don't worry, just write out down there by bills receivable. Okay. Next one. You sold goods to me. So beta, for me it is purchases. We are thinking from the angle of me. So IMP entry, once again, it is by purchases. Okay. So it is by purchases. Very important, by purchases. Me received a check from you. So beta, for me it is received a check. So by bank, so it is a by bank for me. Cash paid by me to you. So cash paid by me to you means me paid it. So to cash. Bills receivable accepted by me. So for bills payable accepted by me means it is to bills payable. Okay. And cash paid by you to me. So for me it is received. So it is by bank. Okay. So cash paid by you to me. So for me it is received. So it's a by cash. Cash comes in. So this is illustration number 3, 6.113 page number. And just note down all these things. You can write over there: to balance brought down, to sales, by bills receivable, by purchases, by bank, to bills payable, to cash, to bills payable, and by bank. And yes, now you can solve it very easily. You have to think from the angle of you and not from the, you have to think from the angle of me and not from the angle of you. You is a party and you are Mr. Me. Okay. So it's very simple. Tell me over after writing this. So we will move to consignment chapter after solving this illustration. So I hope now you understood it. How to write to balance brought down and to sales. Now it's just a part of posting and make calculation. It's very simple. Okay. So if you have any query in this illustration, you can ask me. Just write down all these things on your study material. To balance brought down, to sales, by bills receivable, by purchase, by bank, to cash, to bills payable, and by bank. Remember, you have to understand what is a Kaizen theory. Kaizen theory, you have it in the CA final. That is little improvement every time. Little improvement every time. So students, don't underestimate yourself. Make a simple step. Yes, first, whenever you are starting with any illustrations or any new chapter, you just understand basic problems of that illustration of that chapter. Yes, have some steps, positive steps towards that chapter, and after that you can solve all difficult illustrations. So whenever, suppose if I am starting my, yes, after corona I have started my workout again, so just I am simply taking 5 kgs and 10 kgs. Okay, so that is only first step towards my workout. It's not on the first day I'm lifting 20 kgs and all. No, not at all possible. So this is how you have to start your any targets and achieve your targets properly. So which is called as Kaizen theory, which is popularly called in the Japan. So you can see, you can type on the Google how they applied this Kaizen theory in their real life. So it will be very important in your life also, and in your CA course also. Whenever you are starting with any chapter, don't jump on difficult questions directly. First solve easy question, practice it properly, and then you can move to difficult questions. Okay, so that is how you have to jump on your CS syllabus also. Or you can face mathematics. If you are finding it's difficult, you can have first simple problems in mathematics, and please don't ignore difficult problems, and always tell to yourself it's very, yes, easy, it's easy, it's easy, it's easy. Yes, very good. Chalo. So some students are asking me irrelevant questions. Sir, what is reading interest? I already explained this, so I'm not going to explain it now because we have 7 days to complete this topic. So beta, please don't ask me irrelevant questions which I already covered. And now you focus on that consignment topic only. So if you say, sir, over, I will move to next concept. Yes, beta. I am studying in dark electricity is gone at my home. Okay, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. Yes, 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 yes. Chalo, over illustration 3. I'm waiting for your reply, yaar. Please give me reply. Yes, my sincere students, I know you are taking a lot of efforts. Yes, no one has sent me that illustration times. Who sent me? Shikha Pandey. Very good, beta. Shikha Pandey is saying, sir, illustration 1, 12 minutes, illustration 2, 13 minutes. Okay, 3, 11 minutes you have completed, 4, 12 minutes. Okay, 5, 15 minutes, 6, 14, 7, 13, and 8, 14 minutes. Very good, Shikha. So almost you have completed before 15 minutes. Very good. Yes, keep it up. Over. What is epoch method? Yes, I forgot to tell you about epoch method. Yes, I remember that epoch method is important. Pooja Swami, yes. Pooja Swami is asking me about epoch method. Chalo. So epoch method. But our last 15 minutes we are going to complete it, epoch method, because today I have to start with consignment chapter. Otherwise it will be very late. So last 15 minutes, please inform me at 12:45. I will take this epoch method once again. This account current last part of epoch method. Yes, I will cover it at the end. Okay. Chalo. So let's start with this fresh chapter, consignment account. Let's start. Rating interest, Yashoda, I already covered. What is rating interest? You can refer my previous videos. You will understand what is rating interest. Rating interest is nothing but, yes, what is rating interest? It is due date is following after statement date. So after statement date, then you have to write it in the negative figure. That rating interest, we already covered one question based on rating interest. That is illustration number 7. So you can watch my previous videos to understand the concept of rating interest. Okay. Beta Harshika Singla ji. So if you are not getting the number of days calculation in study material in illustration number 6, you might have some old study material. You please check with this new study material in that it is correct, beta. And you please specifically ask me this calculation number of days that you are not getting. Okay. So please refer new study material and don't refer old study material. Yes. Good morning, beta. Garvit. Chalo. Consignment problems. Now it's a time for 5 questions. So let's see how many of you can answer it very fast. So first 5 questions, quiz today, quiz for consignment chapter. Let's start. 5 questions. Yes. I'm going to ask you not 5 questions. Today I'm going to ask you only 3 questions. And please don't refer answer. Please don't refer answer. Let's see how many of you have already studied about consignment chapter journal entries. Chalo. Ready? Ready everyone? Ready. It's my first class on BOS. Suraj Gupta is saying, yes, beta, welcome to these classes. Yes, now, and you please spread these classes to each and every student of India. So no need to take any paid classes if you have free classes on Board of Studies app. And definitely we are taking a lot of efforts to complete it within time also. So please try to understand. Chalo, let's start the first question. First question, I'm asking you very simple question. If consignee, understand what is the first question? Consignee incurred expenses. Consignee incurred expenses. What is the entry? What is the entry? What is the entry? Yes, start beta, start. What is the entry? If consignee incurred expenses. Asking you very simple question. Consignee incurred expenses. What is the entry? Just tell me fast. What is the entry? If consignee incurred expenses. Yes, tell me fast. Consignee incurred expenses. Entry is very simple. If consignee incurred expenses, entry will be consignment is our expenses. We do not open any expenditure account. Okay, so entry is consignment account debit. So entry is consignment account debit and to consignee account. So consignee is my creditor, and who answered it very fast? Vidya from SRO. So winner is Vidya. Very good, beta. Vidya, very good. Yes, consignment account debit to consignee, and everyone answered it correctly. Everyone. Oh, who answered to cash? Mayur. अरे WRO का नाम खराब कर रहा है बेटा तू. Consignment to cash कैसे बोला रे तूने? Everyone answered it. Consignment to consignee. Very good. Very good. Yashoda, Vidhi, Ravi, Sumit, Jyoti, Anisha, Ankit, Jyoti. Yes, everyone answered it. Ritik, very good, beta. Chalo. Second question. This time winner is Vidya. Very good. SRO student, first time. Yes, second one. Let's see who is going to win SRO, NRO, WRO, ERO, FRO also. Okay. And CRO. Chalo. Second one. Stock on consignment. What is the entry for stock on consignment, beta? Stock on consignment. Yes. Waiting for your answer. Stock on consignment. Fast. Stock on consignment. Let's see who is answering very fast for stock on consignment. Chalo. Let's see who is answering very fast. Stock on consignment. Let's see. Oh my God. Again, answer is stock on consignment account debit. Yes. ओ विद्या जी, आज तो आप कुछ तूफानी करने वाले हो. Cost stock on consignment account debit to consignment. Very good, Vidya. Very good. Again, the winner is SRO विद्या. आज तो विद्या फाड़ के रखेगी पूरा. Yes, very good, विद्या. क्या दिमाग पाया है आपने? Very good. Yes, hats off to you. Next one, last entry for consignment. Many students answered it, sir. Consignment, stock on consignment, account debit to consignment. Very good. So some students answered it. Yes, Ritik, you are answering wrong, beta. So stock means it's an asset which is left, beta. Please apply logic every time. And last entry is, yes, your answers are visible, Bijoti. Don't worry. I'm not reading all answers because almost 150 students are answering one time and it's very difficult. So I'm taking only those names who are answering it very fast. Okay. So next one, last one, profit on consignment. Chalo, profit on consignment. Let's see who's answering very fast. Profit on consignment. Yes, profit on consignment. Let's see. Chalo. Fast. Profit on consignment. Let's see. Chalo. Profit on consignment. Transfer. Where to transfer it? Yes, beta Abhi Gupta. सबने आंसर्स भेजे हैं. Oh. This time, clear cut winner. Clear cut. SRO Vidya, having very fast internet facility, and might be she is very intelligent. Yes, Vidya, clap for you. Consignment account debit to P&L. Beta, yes. Very good. Consignment account debit to P&L account. So Vidya Pindi Prolu. Beta, it's very difficult for pronunciation for me. South Indian names. Sorry for that if I'm taking any wrong name. Okay, so Vidya is very simple. So Pindi Prolu, yes, it's difficult for pronunciation. Okay, so I hope now you understood what is exactly consignment account basic journal entries, and I'm going to revise your consignment accounts all entries once again, and after that I'm going to take some problems based on this concept, and in problem only I'm going to explain you some concepts. Okay, so I will not take concepts immediately, what is Dale Creditor Commission and all that. I'm going to explain it at the time of solving illustrations only. Okay, so let's start with again journal entries one more time, all 8 journal entries. So first entry, yes, very simple with logic. So we open here consignment account. And why we have to open consignment account? Because we are sending goods, and these goods are sending to our agent, and we are not interested in opening any nominal account. Instead of nominal account, that stationery account or like advertisement account or expenditure account, freight and all, we are going to open only one account, that is consignment account. Whenever you are selling also, you will give credit to consignment account. So don't open purchase sales accounts also. Okay. So it's like you just have to open consignment account and get the profit, and that profit will get merged in your real books of accounts. That is a trading and P&L account of your regular business. So this consignment is a separate business, and for that we are not vending in any books of accounts. It's a simple logic in consignment account. Okay. So what is the first entry? First entry is consignment account debit. So we open this consignment account and simply we are sending goods on consignment. So this is the first entry when we are sending goods on consignment. What is the second entry? Second entry is very easy, sir. Consignment account debit to cash. That is expenditure which is incurred by consignor. So consignor incurred expenses. Who is incurred expenses? Consignor, that is a principal. So consignor account debit, that is expenditure, and cash goes out. So this accounting entry is consignment account debit to cash. What is the third entry? Third entry is consignee is going to incur expenditure. So consignee is going to expenditure. So in that case, consignment account is debited. So consignment account debit. Oh, sir, it's very simple. And two, because consignee, we have to pay him that amount. And sir, our basic rules of accounts that you already taught us, debit the debtor, credit the creditor. So creditor is consignee. So consignee, I have to pay him. So consignee is my creditor. So this is a logic. So when he sells goods, so when he sells goods, this is my income. Okay, so this is my income. In that case, consignment account is going to be credited. Okay, and consignee is my debtor because beta pesa is with consignee. So he is my debtor. I will collect from him afterwards. So after deducting his commission or any amount which is paid by him, and that's why consignee is my debtor. So this is a fourth entry that I'm going to pass. What is the fifth entry? Beta fifth entry will be, yes, what is the fifth entry? That is a commission entry. So whenever we are passing commission entry, it will be consignment because this is expenditure for me. So consignment account debit, and I have to pay this commission to my agent, and agent means my consignee. So he's my creditor over here. Suppose he is accepting any bill, so it will be bills receivable account debit to consignee. And suppose if he's giving any cash to me, so that cash account debit to consignee, here he becomes giver. So this is the next entry. Suppose if I left with some stock. Now how to value stock, that I'm going to tell you at the time of solving question only. So stock on consignment. So stock on consignment account debit. Stock on consignment account debit to consignment account. So this is the eighth entry. Then suppose if you have any profit, beta, if you have any profit, so consignment account debit to P&L, that is a profit. And if you have any loss account will be debited to consignment account. So this is 9A, 9B entry. If loss is there, P&L account debit to consignment. And last entry is 10th number entry is goods sent on consignment that transfer to trading account. So it's my regular books of accounts. So goods sent on consignment account debit to trading account. So this is a trading account that we have to understand. So beta, this is all for this consignment chapter. So thus entries, and if you understand these two entries, now there are some concept. What is a normal loss? Then you have to understand what is the concept of stock on consignment. And third one, what is the commission types? What are types of commission? So what are types of commission? That is a Dale Trader commission or ordinary commission or overriding commission that I'm going to explain you at the time of solving illustrations. Yes. Now ready for this problem solving? If you have any query in any entry, if you are not understanding any logic of any entry, yes, you can ask me immediately. Otherwise, we will move to problem parts. Okay. Chalo. So tell me problem parts. Should I start with problems, or if you have any difficulty in related to entries, you can ask me fast. Chalo beta. Yes. Are you ready for problems? And consignment, we'll start with simple problems first, then we'll move to difficult one. Okay. So some theory is still there. which is remaining, that I am going to cover it in problem parts. Okay, so in problem parts, I will tell you the concept of stock on consignment or valuation rules, vagara, vagara, vagara. That is in the part inventory valuation. You already studied what is a valuation rule. So here also we have to understand what is a valuation rule for stock on consignment. Okay, so stock on consignment. Yes, we are going to see. Sunday lecture timing. Yes, better. Now, Abdul Qadir is very excited for my sessions. Yes, Divyanshu Kumar, on same platform where you are actually giving comments because it is your first day. Many students are joined first. Yes, many students joined for the ICA classes and they are telling me this is my first day. Yes, beta, all students, those who are attending it for the first time, welcome to ICA classes. Yes, and same platform, beta. Yes, Divyanshu Kumar, where you are sending these queries. Yes, same platform. Chalo. So let's start. Illustration number 1. Ready? Chalo. So X sent goods to Y. Okay, sir. X means consignor. So write down there. Consignor. And why? Yes, who is asking, sir, why we are opening consignment account? To find out profit or loss from that business, beta. Anything. Why we are opening trading and P&L account? To know the profit. Similarly, consignment account is also open to know the profit. Ultimate aim for opening consignment account is to know the profit. Now Yashoda is asking me, sir, what is the concept of trading account, sir? Transfer to trading account. Beta, see, our regular business is different. Yashoda, our regular business is different, and our consignment business is actually, consignment books are different. Not business is same, but our books of maintaining accounts are different. So in trading and P&L account, we maintain it regularly, all ledger names. Okay, like your salary, advertisement, stationery, all rent expenditure, all expenditures you maintain it separately. But in consignment account, we are interested only in finding out that profit. So ultimately, whenever you are sending goods from your regular business to consignment business, so ultimately your trading account must get credited. Okay, so this is a logic. When you are selling goods, sales account is credited and that is transferred to trading account. And similarly, when you are sending goods on consignment, your trading account is credited. Your regular books of account, your consignment account is different. And your regular books also, because you are sending goods from your regular business. Okay, so you purchase 100 goods. So see, in your trading and P&L account, if you open this trading account, see beta, if you open this trading account, you purchase 100 goods. Okay, out of this, you sold 70 goods. So by sales, you will write 70. And by goods sent on consignment, you send 20 goods. And by closing stock, you left with 10 goods. So this goods sent on consignment is transferred to trading account. Okay, and it is transferred at cost. So this is a simple logic of goods sent on consignment. At the end, we transfer to our regular books of account. So better, our regular books means our trading and P&L account, and consignment account is a separate account. Consignment account, here whatever profit you are getting, you will transfer it to your profit and loss account. That's why you are passing entry consignment account debit to P&L account. So your regular books of accounts are different and your consignment account is different. Consignment profit, you will transfer it to your trading and P&L account. So this is a simple logic, Yashoda ji. I hope now you are getting it. Okay. Chalo. So Yashoda, understood? It's very simple. That why students are getting confused in consignment account, I really don't understand. What is consignment logic? Because you are not interested. This is only expansion of your business. You are sending goods to your agent and he will take care about all selling and selling of goods. So, and all expenditure which is after transfer. So we are not bothered about all these expenditure, and that's why we prepare a consignment account separately. This is a simple logic of consignment account, and that's why this is a special transaction. Okay, you have to understand why this chapter is a special transaction, because this is something which is a different accounting, special accounting, and that's why it is covered under this chapter, special transactions. Okay, chapter number 6, we have a separate chapter. Consignment is which type of account? Who is asking this question? Hiren Kumar. Beta, I already explained this concept, that consignment account on the very first day, that consignments in the last session only. Consignment account is a nominal account. Consignment account is a nominal account. Okay. Any other question now? Otherwise, I have to start now, beta. Yes. Why we made consignment account? Yes, I already told you the logic. Sir, please explain the entry number 10. I already explained you the logic. Consignment. Ankit Sharma, Mishraji. Now also you are getting this concept. Yes. Other students, thank you, sir, from Yashoda. Yes, beta, it's my pleasure. If I think your question is right, then I will. Yeah, I'm going to explain it. So don't worry. Don't hesitate while asking question. And if suppose if I'm not answering your question, it means this is irrelevant question. Okay, so that's why I'm just ignoring it. If I think no, this question is important, I'm going to take it in the class. Don't worry, beta. Chalo. So let's start. चलो रे बेटा फास्ट अरे अभी टाइम वेस्ट मत करो हाँ let's start with illustration number 1 now. X send goods to Y. So consignor, who is consignor? X is a consignor and Y is a consignee, sir. Y is a consignee. So Y is a consignee. Goods costing rupees 50,000. Okay, sir. So entry you already taught na, sir. Consignment account debit to goods sent on consignment. And sir, 1,000 are on packaging. Okay. So 1,000 I spent it on packaging, sir. So 1,000 is consignor expenditure. Okay. So this is the expenditure of consignor expenditure. So what entry is going to pass? Goods sent on consignment. Chalo, first entry. Chalo, write down journal entries. Chalo, write down. Consignment. Yes, first what you have to prepare? Index, sir, index. Index. Just take a screenshot of index fast. Take a screenshot. And please write it afterwards. Okay, what happened, Ray? Yaar. With figures. 1 minute, beta. Just wait for 1 minute. Beta, Del Perro Commission, I'm going to explain it. Don't worry. Have some patience. I already told you about this Kaizen theory. Little steps. Don't jump directly on different parts. First, understand it in very simple way. Chalo, take a screenshot. Yes, first you have to take a screenshot of all this index and you please complete it afterwards. Index. I'm not going to share this index, so you have to take a screenshot. Okay. So 2 illustrations, index 3, 4, 5. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then 6, 7. 6 and 7. And where our last one is 8th number. TYK, I don't have index, so you can complete it afterwards. Yes, done, sir. Done, sir. Okay. Chalo, let's start. Write down journal entries in the books of consignor. Journal entries in the books of consignor. I don't want to take that lazy lecture. Yes. So my speed will be in the proper way, and it is, I think everyone is getting my speed. It's not like that sir is very fast, but yes, I have to maintain my speed. Otherwise, you will feel very lazy. Okay. Chalo. So journal entries. रिधिमा गुप्ता जी, इंडेक्स क्या होता है? जब हम लोग रिवीजन करते हैं तो ये इंडेक्स हमें फायदेमंद होता है, उसमें सभी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स में लिख के देता हूं, तो ये मेरा इंडेक्स का स्ट्रेटेजी है. तो आपने कभी भी मेरा प्रीवियस सेशन देखा होगा, एट दैट टाइम यू विल अंडरस्टैंड कि सर इंडेक्स बहुत अच्छे से लिख के देते हैं. सो ये बहुत एकदम सिंपल सा एक तरीका है टू रिवाइज योर कॉन्सेप्ट्स, एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई एम गिविंग यू इंडेक्स. इन इंडेक्स वी हैव कैटेगरीज. So A category, B category, that categories are important in index. Yes. So ये index जरूरी होता है for revision purpose. So at intermediate level also, this my students, they are my fans or in my index only. Why? Because index will help them at their exam. Okay, at the time of revision. Okay, so that's why index is very important, because you can't solve each and every illustration. So that is only the reason I am giving you all important points in the form of index. So ये क्वेश्चन मुझे जिन्होंने पूछा थोड़ा मुझे शॉक लगा, चलो कोई बात नहीं. So sir, let's start. So sir, on 1st July 2019, write down entries. 1st July 2019. First entry, yes. Consignment account debit. Consignment account debit to goods sent on consignment. Consignment account debit to goods sent on consignment. Write down narration. Being goods consigned. So being goods consigned. भेजे goods 50 रे 50 50,000. Okay, first entry over, sir. What is second entry? After one line, I do not have play space, so I will write. Otherwise, ठीक है, मैं बाजू में लिख दूंगा. So after one line, write down consignment account debit to cash ना sir, because consignment का खर्चा and consignor is going to pay it, so it's our consignor expenses. So consignment account debit to cash, sir. Okay, sir, understood. Third entry, on 3rd July 2019, Y received goods and he sent his acceptance. He sent his acceptance to whom? X. So for X, it is bills receivable. Acceptance sent by Y. So for him, it is a bills payable. So because he has to pay and we are receiving it, we are X, beta. Here we are EXC. So we are X, and therefore we will pass entry bills receivable account debit on July 2019. Bills receivable account debit. Bills receivable account debit to yes, who is sending? To Y account. Oh, sorry, I forgot narration of second entry. Being expenses incurred by consignor. I forgot that narration. Okay. Bills receivable being acceptance received being acceptance received. So we have finished with this 30,000 entry. Then why spend rupees 2,000 on freight on cartage, 500 on go down rent and 300 on insurance? Wait. Now these are three separate expenditure. These three expenditure, freight, go down rent, insurance. How many expenditure are there? 3. Now you have to tell me which expenditure you are going to incur on continuous basis. Freight or cartage or go down rent or insurance. Continuous basis means till goods are not sold. Till goods are not sold is called as continuous basis. Understand the concept. Which is a recurring expenditure that every month you are going to incur, and which is one-time expenditure. Just asking you very simple question, which is monthly expenditure till goods are not sold, and which is non-recurring expenditure. Look at this sentence. It's very important. That's why I'm asking you, which is non-recurring expenditure and which is recurring expenditure. You have to tell me that. Okay. So which is recurring and which is non-recurring? I'm waiting for your... Yes, I'm waiting for your replies, which is recurring and which is not recurring. आहा, आज मॉम ने चाय बनाया. Okay. So you are giving me answer on the freight or cartage, which is I want bifurcation, which is one time and which is recurring. And now why this is important? Yes, I will tell you. Don't worry. I'm going to explain you that. Recurring and non-recurring expenditure is important. Okay. In consignment, it has importance. But only one thing I want from every student. Your 100% attendance in live class. I'm not expecting anything from other than that. And second one, after completion of class, your timing. How much time you take? Okay. So, very good, very good. Freight is non-recurring. Puja Swamiji from CRO. Packaging is one time, beta. How? Yes, packaging is one time, but packaging is not there. Freight and cartage, you can write down here. This is non-recurring. This is one time, beta. One time. Non-recurring means not every month. One time. Just note down over there. Just note down. Okay. Non-recurring. And go down rent and insurance. Go down rent and insurance. You can write over there. It's a recurring. Recurring. Okay. So this expenditure you have to incur on monthly basis. Okay. Go down rent till that time, up to that point where you are not selling your goods. Okay. When consignee sold goods, after that this expenditure is getting over. But till that time, he has to pay every month go down rent and every month's insurance. Insurance is also important. Why insurance is a recurring expenditure? Because till that time, he has to incur that expenditure till goods are not sold. Okay. And why it is important? So expenditure, freight and cartage. Yes, freight and cartage is going to incur it only once. Why? Because when goods are delivered from, yes, from consignor. See beta. So what is freight and cartage? Here is consignor, that is in Pune. Here my Sala means brother-in-law, is from Gujarat. So this expenditure I incurred, freight. And from Gujarat up to go down, whatever the kharcha expenditure he is going to incur. So this is a freight which is only one time from Gujarat to go down. Gujarat destination up to go down. Okay. So that freight is only one time. And go down rent, he will incur on the continuous basis. It's very simple, na? Recurring and non-recurring. Okay. And this expenditure, you have to divide only for consignee. It is not for consignor. Consignor expenditure is always one time, beta. It's always one time. Okay. Chalo. So now, are you getting this concept? Tell me yes or no. Tell me yes or no. Are you getting this concept? Consignee expenditure are divided in two parts. Why this is important? Yes, I'm going to tell you, but please have some patience. First, tell me why this is important. Recurring and non-recurring. Are you getting it or not getting it? Yes, tell me in the comment section. Are you getting this expenditure concept? Recurring means every month, and non-recurring means we are going to incur it only one time. Importance, I will tell you later. Very good. Chalo. So bills receivable. Now see beta, I'm going to record this expenditure in total. And who incurred this expenditure? Who incurred this expenditure? Payable after 3 months. Okay. Why spent? Why spent this expenditure? So write down why. Sorry, क्या कर रहे हो? Consignment account debit. Consignment account debit. To why रे? Why? Here he is a giver, ऊपर. And here he is a creditor. Here he is a creditor. Okay. How much? 2000 on 3rd July only. So 2000 plus 500 for go down rent, 300 for insurance, 2800. Till this point over 2800. On 31st December 2019, he sent account sales. So I already explained you pro forma invoice is prepared by consignor and consignee prepares account sales. And from account sales, we got this concept that 55,000 he has paid. Okay. 55,000 he sold goods of 55,000 of 55,000. So on 31st December 2019. Now, why is my debtor? Because he sold goods. So why account debit? To it's a consignment income because sold goods. So this is 55,000. You can write this entry 55,000. Very easy. So why account debit to? Why account debit to? Consignment. Why account debit to consignment, sir? Yes, how much? 55,000. It's very, very simple, sir. 55,000. I sold goods. Now, only 4/5 goods I sold. And why is getting a commission of 10%? Now, you only tell me what is the amount of commission, chalo fast, and what is the entry for commission. Yes. Now you have to write it in the comment section. Chalo, fast, fast, fast. What is the entry for commission? I already explained you the entry for commission. Chalo, let's tell me. What is the entry for commission? 10%. What is the entry for commission? Rimim Trivedi is saying, sir, earlier I found this session, already find this concept very difficult, but now it seems very easy because of you. Okay, thank you. और इसका क्या है? सर इन सेकंड एंट्री बुक it is written as bank and sir in अरे बेटा cash or bank it doesn't matter रे. Now you are grown up child यार. And please Lakshmi ji don't send it for too many times. I really yes get depressed because of this. Huh? Why on credit? Why on credit means what? Why on credit? I'm not getting your question. Dipinki Kumari. Where why on credit? So how much commission I'm going to pay? Beta 55,000 into 10%. I'm going to pay 5,500. And what is the entry for commission? Commission is my expenditure. So consignment account debit to, what is the entry? Consignment account debit to Y account. It's very simple, sir. Commission entry, consignment account debit. Oh, I forgot. Goods, being goods sold. Being goods sold by Y. Or here it is being consignee incurred expenditure. Narration is very simple, Ray. Just note down it. Being consignee incurred expenditure. And what is the entry for commission? Consignment account debit. Consignment account debit to Y account, because Y is my, I have to pay him commission. 55,000 into 10%. So this is 5,500. 5,500 being commission payable to consignee. Being commission payable to consignee. Next one. Commission payable to consignee. One of the customer turned insolvent and could not pay 600 due from him. Okay. Sorry. Chalo, let's start now. One of the customer turned insolvent and could not pay rupees 600 due from him. Now, beta, one of the customer. Now, suppose, now this is called as bad debts. And bad debts entry, if del creditor commission, extra commission, del creditor commission, if given, then this bad debts will be borne by consignee. Understand? Now, understand this question. Now, what happens? That Mr. X, he sold goods to Y, and Y sold it. Y sold it. Yes, Y sold it to buyers. Okay. So there are many buyers. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and n number of buyers are there. And what happens? Some buyer, Y has sold goods on credit. Okay, on credit means udhari pe becha. And udhari pe bechne ke wajah se, now what happened? That buyer, he has not paid this amount back. Now the question is, suppose if goods are costing rupees 600, goods are costing rupees 600, who is going to incur that loss, that bad debts? Now suppose if X is paying extra commission, suppose if ordinary commission, if X is paying ordinary commission, then whole risk is of X. That risk of insolvency is of X. But if extra commission is payable, del creditor, what is called as del creditor, that is the extra commission apart from ordinary commission. And if del creditor commission is payable, if del creditor commission is paid, in that case, that loss of bad debts will be borne by Y. Who is going to bear this loss? Y is going to bear this loss. And when beta, if he is going to pay, he is getting some extra commission, which is called as del creditor commission. And third commission is also there, overriding commission. So there are three types of commission. After this, I'm going to give you theory after first illustration. So, but in this question, del creditor commission is not given. If del creditor commission is not given, who is going to bear that loss? Yes, beta, bad debts will be borne by X only. So, X will pass entry opposite of sales. Why? Because he is not getting any del creditor commission. So, bad debts will be borne by, and bad debts entry is opposite of sales entry, opposite of sales. So, you can write over there, red pen. Y to consignment. Instead of that, bad debts entry, consignment exactly opposite of sales, consignment to Y being customer has not paid amount. And for your understanding only, in exam don't write this. Del creditor commission is not paid. Del creditor commission is not paid. So consignor, that is X, will bone bad debts. Who is going to bear that bad debts? Consignor. And opposite, you can write over here, opposite of sales entry. In exam, don't write these things, opposite of sales entry and del creditor commission. It is only for your concept clarity. Del creditor commission is not paid, so he is going to incur that loss. X is going to incur that loss. You got this concept now? 600. So there are, if you are paying only ordinary commission, bad debts will be borne by X. And if you are paying del creditor commission is only to save from bad debts. Consignee, that is Y, will take care of that expenditure. So who is going to take the expenditure? Y is going to bear that expenditure. Okay, beta. Over. Now, consignment and franchisee, beta. Franchisee is a different, that we are going to understand at CA final level. Franchisee is nothing but all expenditures and all showroom expenditure is done by the franchisee. They are just taking a name. So consignment and franchisee are two different parts. So don't mix up all this concept. So in Pune also we have suppose a franchisee of now actually there is one I forgot that name. मेरी बीवी बहुत खाना खाती है उधर से, franchisee लिया हुआ है. Suppose it's Relax Pav Bhaji is there in Pune, so they are giving franchises. So they have some commission and their names of on sales they are taking some commission. So that is a franchisee. All other expenditures are borne by the franchisee people only. Okay, so that who is taking that property, that franchisee, that is a consignee, will incur expenditure. Okay, in that simple language. So there is a difference between franchisee and consignment. Yes, good question. Muhammad Ahmad, very good beta. ठीक है. Yes, very good. So Mano Adhya has written, sir, if del creditor commission is allowed, bad debts will on consignee just because we allowed him extra commission. Very good. For responsibility of credit sales. Very good. And if del creditor commission is not given, then bad debts will be of consignor. Very good. Good understanding, beta. Who wrote this? Mano. Very good, beta. Yes, very true about bad debts and del creditor commission. Chalo. So on 31st December 2019, consignment account debit to Y. So now you got the concept of commission also. So there is one more commission concept that I will take it after this problem. Now we have done with this. Now we are going to close the account of, assume that entry. Now there are hidden entries. So some hidden entries now. Now it's a time of hidden entries. Okay. So first hidden entry is whether consignee settled his account. Okay, ठीक है. So first hidden entry, that bill of exchange is getting matured on 6 October. Yes, 3 months bill na. So at now 10 October and 3 grace days we have to add. Now what is grace days concept? I'm going to explain it in the bill of exchange topic. So that bill is getting matured. So that bill is getting matured. Matured means it is getting, we are getting amount against that bill. So bills receivable entry on after 3 months. After 3 months means July is the 3rd July. After that August, September, October. So October 6th because 3 grace days you have to add it in bill of exchange problem. So 6 October is the entry for bank account. Many students, they forgot to pass this entry, bank account debit to bills receivable. So pass this entry, bank account debit to bills receivable, being bill matured on due date, on maturity date. So maturity date pe, hey, I forgot to write amounts. Oh, sorry. I forgot to write amounts over here. 30,000. How I forgot, yeah? No one said me. So 30,000. This bill is hidden entry 6th October. Now, very, very important entry. Stock on consignment. Yes, understand this entry now. Understand this entry. Stock on consignment. Next hidden entry by red pen. Write down on 31st December 2019. Red pen beta. We are going to pass one important entry. Understand this entry now. Stock on consignment. See. Now please be focused. To consignment. Very, very important entry. Hidden entry. It is not asked in the question. So now hidden entry. Understand. Working note 1. Working note 1. Being stock on consignment. Being stock on consignment. Recorded. Stock on consignment recorded. And after 6 lines, stock on consignment, then consignment to, oh yes, consignee ka account close karenge, good sign. After 8 lines, because now still 8 to 10 lines, please leave 10 lines. And after that, you write one working note, very, very important working note. Write down working note 1, stock on consignment. Now I'm going to explain you very important concept. So please be careful. Be careful. Stock on consignment. Now we are passing these hidden entries. See, if you send 5 goods, out of that 4 goods, understand the concept, consignee sold 4/5 of goods. So he left with 1 good. So this is my stock. 1/5 is my stock. Okay? 1/5 is my stock. And I have to record that. 1/5 I have to record. In inventory valuation, you know the concept how to value inventory, that cost or NRV, whichever is lower, and how to calculate that cost. Yes, can you tell me it in the comment section how you value inventory in case of inventory valuation? Yes, tell me fast. So you already know the concept of inventory valuation, that is cost or NRV, whichever is lower in inventory valuation. So accounting standard 2 talks about how to calculate. See, in final accounts, closing stock is given. Closing stock is given at the end. Okay, in the trial balance adjustments. In trial balance adjustments, you are aware about that closing stock adjustment. But madam, now concept, how you calculated that inventory's cost in real life. So for that, you have accounting standard 2, and you already know that cost concept in stock valuation. I'm talking about general inventory in your regular day-to-day business, which you have to consider. Yes, can you tell me how you calculate cost? You already studied in the inventory valuation. Just want to check your concepts. Yes. Please tell me, yaar. I'm waiting for your answer, yaar. चलो फास्ट वटिंग. So beta, cost is basically divided expenditure. So whatever expenditure you consider it in two parts: direct expenditure, indirect expenditure. In indirect expenditure is also called as overhead in simple language. Direct expenditure means direct material, direct labor, direct expenses. Direct material, direct labor, direct expenditure. And overheads are also divided in three parts: factory overhead. Factory overhead. No beta, this is not the correct answer. Factory overhead, administration overhead, and selling and distribution overhead. Suppose I bought 1000 units of raw material, and I incurred direct material. This is a purchase cost 1 lakh. Labor is 50,000. Direct expenses 50,000. Factory overhead 1 lakh. Administration overhead 2 lakhs. And selling and distribution overheads 3 lakhs. Now input output ratio, because this is a raw material, assume your finished goods are also 1000 units. So input output ratio is 1:1. In simple language, you produce from raw material, assume ink is a raw material, and from ink you are producing pens. So assume whatever you are producing, 1000 units is a raw material and 1000 units is a finished good. So it is your input output ratio. Input is raw material and you are producing that is called as output is also output is a finished goods. Suppose out of this 1000 units, you sold 800 units and you have 200 units in stock. So how to value these 200 units is a question which is already there in inventory valuation. In inventory valuation, you already covered this question, what is to be considered and what is not to be considered. Can you give the answer? What is the value of these 200 units? How to calculate this inventory? So 800 units you sold, and can you calculate 200 units, which is a closing stock? What is the value of this 200 units? Yes, please tell me very fast. So in inventory valuation, you already covered this chapter part. Can you tell me? Yes, I'm waiting for your answer. Calculate the value of inventory. Chalo, fast. 200 units. See, who is answering very fast? Beta, this is only a formula. Beta, this is not the correct for. Yes, Bhumika, your formula is correct. अरे ये आपने इन्वेंटरी में सीखा हुआ है ना. चलो फास्ट बताओ. मुझे 200 यूनिट्स का वैल्यू बताओ. टेल मी यूनिट्स. 200 यूनिट्स की वैल्यू. So expenditures basically divided in 6 parts in inventory valuation. So similarly in consignment also we have some rules for stock valuation. Okay. Fast. No one is giving answer, yaar. Waiting for your answer. So same thing we have in consignment stock valuation. But here expenditures are not divided in direct and indirect. Here expenditure are divided in some different part. Okay, S2 is having its own calculation and consignment is having own calculation. अरे बच्चों क्या हुआ? चलो, let's, yes, I'm going to give you answer. Don't worry. Manisha, let's see whether your answer is correct or not. see, in inventory valuation, you consider valuation. I'm saying about valuation. Direct material, direct labor, direct expenses, and factory overhead. We never consider administration overhead and selling and distribution overhead in the calculation of inventory. So my total cost is 1 lakh plus 50,000 plus 50,000 plus 1 lakh. So my total cost is 3 lakhs. For 3 lakhs, I'm producing. So how to calculate cost per unit? Cost per unit is total cost divided by total units. So 1000 units. So my total cost upon total units. Yes, my answer is 300 rupees. Out of 300, I left with 200 units. So correct answer is 3 to the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So correct answer is 60,000. And no one has given me correct answer what is 60,000 rupees is. Beta, these are really very simple questions, and at least you should know how to calculate inventory. So remember, in inventory calculation, we consider direct material, direct labor, direct expenses, and factory overheads. And this cost we consider. We never consider administration overhead and selling and distribution overhead in the inventory calculation. I'm not saying in the profit calculation. In profit calculation, we are going to consider it. But while calculating inventory of these 200 units, which we are going to calculate, for that, we are not going to consider this administration overhead and selling and distribution overhead. Though it is a part of expenditure, but it is not a part of inventory valuation. And now this is how you calculate your inventory cost. So this is a cost of your inventory, and NRV you have to calculate in the same NRV. How to calculate this 200 units multiplied by market price. Okay, in simple language, whichever is lower, you are going to consider that in the inventory valuation. So cost calculation is very important. It is not given in the question. In real life, you have to calculate it, and how to calculate it is direct material, direct labor, direct expenses, and factory overhead. You are going to add, and don't consider administration overhead and selling and distribution overhead while calculating inventory. So you know these rules of calculation, what to be considered in the inventory valuation and what not to be considered in the inventory valuation. S2 has given a separate list for that, and that you have to consider while the calculation of the inventory, sir. So understood. So it's very simple. 60,000. Yes, Shiba Khan, Shikha Asif, and Patraji. Yes, correct. Now you got this concept. So now this is an inventory valuation topic, S2. But here consignment has a separate rule. Consignment has a separate rule for stock valuation. For stock valuation, consignment has separate rule, and this stock on consignment is very, very important. What to be considered and what not to be considered. What not to be considered and what to be considered, that we have to understand in this stock valuation of inventory. No, it is a consignment stock. So you left with that one stock out of 5. So you left with 5 out of 5. 5 goods you send, out of that you left with one part. Okay, understand. Please be careful. I know this is something which is very new for you. Okay, so beta, let's understand this concept. So what are the expenditure that you are going to incur? Okay, so suppose in stock valuation, understand, here it is a consignor place. Okay, here it is a consignee's place. So consignor is incurring original cost. So it's a goods cost. It's a goods cost of that 5 goods which he's saying. That is the original cost. Whatever the cost for that, yes, is going to incur. Then here consignor is incurring some expenditure on these goods. What is the freight? So from Pune to Gujarat, whatever expenditure he has incurred, so that is a consignor expenses. And after reaching it to Gujarat, so till the time, okay, till the time expenditure incurred till go down. So till go down, that you have to consider over here. So up to here it is a go down. Sorry, it's a go down over here. And this expenditure, so it is called as freight, or you can call it as cartage. Okay, so cartage expenditure is incurred by consignee, and go down expenditure and insurance expenditure is again incurred by consignee. So beta, expenditure list is there. So in inventory valuation, so beta, expenditure you are going to incur while calculating profit, you will consider all expenditure. But while inventory valuation, while while inventory valuation, so stock valuation, what you are going to incur, you are going to consider original cost. Sir, yes, sir, this cost I'm going to consider in inventory valuation. I'm going to consider consignor expenses, that is X expenses. X expenses I will consider. I will consider one-time expenditure, that is a non-recurring expenditure of consignee, and I won't consider go down rent and insurance expenditure while calculating inventory valuation. Again, inventory valuation. Now you are clear with this concept. So out of 5, you left with 1, and that one we are going to value, which is called as stock on value consignment. And this is very, very important concept in consignment, because it is the hidden entry that you have to pass for one good, which is called as stock valuation. Okay, so this is important, stock valuation in consignment chapter. Why students are normally feeling very, they are getting worried about this consignment chapter, because they can't understand what is stock valuation, and that stock valuation is important. Otherwise you can't pass entry of stock on consignment account debit to consignment, and this is a hidden entry, and inventory valuation is also important in this chapter. I hope now you are getting this concept. So yes beta, understood. Chalo, so let's quickly revise this by your own. Tell me fast. Tell me in the comment section what you are going to consider in normal inventory valuation and in consignment inventory valuation. So I want answer in the comment section. Chalo. So now you understood this concept. So tell me very fast which you have to consider in the inventory valuation. I will take some, yes, water. 1 minute only. No need of break. No need of break. You just have to type it. And I'm speaking. You are not actually speaking. So yes, break is only for me of 1 minute. I'm not taking proper break. So yes, I have to finish it. And see, whenever I am teaching, you know my energy level. So I also want a same energy level from each and every student. If you are not getting the concept, you can ask me once again. Yes, I will tell you out. Okay. So once again, I'm going to explain it in Hindi after 1 minute. Yes, you only type it in our comment section. Those students who are getting this concept very properly, those students, please write it in the comment section. What are you getting exactly while doing inventory valuation? Chalo, chalo, chalo. वंशिका, आपका इन्वेंटरी वैल्यूएशन का ये कहां से मिलेगा? माइट बी इन सेकंड और थर्ड सेशन यू विल गेट दिस इन्वेंटरी वैल्यूएशन, आपको मिल जाएगा वहां पे मेरा वीडियो, डोंट वरी. तो बेटा एक बार हिंदी में बता देता हूँ, पानी आ रहा है तब तक हिंदी में पूरा का पूरा एक बार रिवीजन लेता हूं। देखो इन्वेंट्री वैल्यूएशन में आपने ऑलरेडी ये इन्वेंट्री वैल्यू करने का टेक्निक सीखा हुआ होगा। अभी इन्वेंट्री वैल्यू क्यों करनी है बेटा? 100 गुड्स मैंने परचेस किए, 100 गुड्स परचेस किए, 80 गुड्स मैंने बेचे, तो 20 गुड्स। अभी एग्जाम में क्या होता है, आपको ट्रायल बैलेंस के नीचे क्लोजिंग स्टॉक दिया जाता है, पर रियल लाइफ में कोई देता है क्या ऐसा क्लोजिंग स्टॉक? व्हाट इज एडजस्टमेंट? व्हाट इज एडजस्टमेंट मतलब जिसका कोई सपोर्टिंग नहीं है, जिसका वैल्यूएशन हम लोग खुद करते। फॉर एग्जाम्पल डिप्रिसिएशन हम लोग खुद वैल्यू करते। परचेस और सेल्स का कैसे एंट्री मिलता है, तो एडजस्टमेंट का कभी एंट्री नहीं मिलता। तो ये क्लोजिंग स्टॉक हमें खुद से वैल्यू करना पड़ता है। एग्जाम में ठीक है दिया होता है क्लोजिंग स्टॉक इज वैल्यूड एट दिस 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 दिस, पर इन रियल लाइफ इट इज नेवर गिवन। ओके, सो रियल लाइफ में क्या होता है, आपको खुद से कैलकुलेट करना पड़ता है क्लोजिंग स्टॉक। अभी क्वेश्चन ये है कि सर क्लोजिंग स्टॉक निकालते टाइम हम लोग निकाले तो कैसे निकाले? तो इन्वेंट्री वैल्यूएशन का S2 का रूल उसमें दिया गया है अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 2 में, जो ऑलरेडी आपने इन्वेंट्री चैप्टर में पढ़ा हुआ रहेगा। सो इन्वेंट्री चैप्टर में यू हैव डिवाइडेड इट इन 2 पार्ट्स, सो डायरेक्ट एंड इनडायरेक्ट। डायरेक्ट को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? डायरेक्ट मतलब जो आइडेंटिफाइबल है विद द प्रोडक्ट, तो प्रोडक्ट के साथ साथ वो खर्चे भी चेंज होते रहते हैं, इसको बोलते हैं डायरेक्ट। इनडायरेक्ट मतलब वो 3 पार्ट्स में बटते हैं, एक फैक्ट्री ओवरहेड, दूसरा एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ओवरहेड, तीसरा सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ओवरहेड। अभी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ओवरहेड एंड सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ओवरहेड ये कभी भी इन्वेंट्री के वैल्यूएशन में आते नहीं। क्यों नहीं आते? क्योंकि S2 ने रूल बनाया हुआ है और वो P&L के आइटम से, सिंपल लॉजिक इतना ही है, वो P&L के आइटम से, इसलिए हम लोग कंसीडर नहीं करते। मैन्युफैक्चरिंग अकाउंट में आपको ध्यान में आ जाएगा। तो इन्वेंट्री वैल्यूएशन में हम लोग क्या क्या कंसीडर करते हैं? डायरेक्ट मटेरियल, डायरेक्ट लेबर, डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस एंड फैक्ट्री ओवरहेड। तो ये खर्चों की टोटल लेने की, जितने भी यूनिट्स आपने प्रोड्यूस किए उससे डिवाइड करने का, मल्टीप्लाई बाय जितने बचे वो यूनिट से आपको मल्टीप्लाई करना है। सेम लॉजिक ये इन्वेंट्री वैल्यूएशन के इसमें मतलब S2 के हिसाब से हुआ। तो कंसाइनमेंट में भी स्टॉक बचेगा। अभी ये स्टॉक का वैल्यू तो हमें निकालना पड़ेगा, तो उसके लिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं? तो कंसाइनमेंट में हम लोग 3 पार्ट्स में इसको डिवाइड करते हैं। एक ओरिजिनल कॉस्ट, पहला क्या है ओरिजिनल कॉस्ट, दूसरा क्या है कंसाइनर का खर्चा, एंड तीसरा क्या है कंसाइनी का खर्चा। कंसाइनी का पूरा खर्चा होता है क्या? नहीं। तो ओरिजिनल कॉस्ट मतलब गुड्स की जो ओरिजिनल वैल्यू है उसको हम लोग कंसिडर करते हैं। दूसरा किसको कंसिडर करते हैं? तो दूसरा हम लोग ये कंसिडर करते हैं कि भाई कंसाइनर ने जो खर्चा किया होगा, पुणे से गुजरात जाते टाइम जो भी खर्चा किया होगा वो खर्चा हम लोग कंसाइनर का खर्चा डालते हैं। कंसाइनी, अभी कंसाइनी के खर्चे जो होते हैं वो 2 इसमें बंटते हैं। एक तो वो बार बार वो खर्चा करेगा या एक ही बार करेगा। एक बार करेगा तो उसको नॉन रिकरिंग बोला जाता है, और बार बार करेगा तो उसको रिकरिंग बोला जाता है। पर इन्वेंट्री वैल्यूएशन में मैं वापस दोहरा रहा हूं, इन्वेंट्री वैल्यूएशन में हम लोग सिर्फ कंसाइनी का नॉन रिकरिंग एक्सपेंडिचर कंसिडर करते हैं, रिकरिंग एक्सपेंडिचर कभी नहीं करते हैं। सो नॉन रिकरिंग एक्सपेंडिचर मतलब वन टाइम एक्सपेंडिचर, तो उतना ही हम लोग कंसिडर करेंगे। तो नॉन रिकरिंग एक्सपेंडिचर में आपको इतना ही याद रखना है कि जो एक बार का खर्चा है, जो भी कन्वेंस वगैरह होगा उसका वो वैल्यूएशन में लेना है। तो टोटल कॉस्ट लेना है, ओरिजिनल कॉस्ट लेना है, कंसाइनर का खर्चा लेना है, कंसाइनी का नॉन रिकरिंग खर्चा लेना है, और उसको आपको इन्वेंट्री जितनी भी बची, मतलब एक अभी ये क्वेश्चन में 5 में से एक इन्वेंट्री बची तो 1/5 1/5 1/5 तीनों को मल्टीप्लाई करना है। सर इतना आसान तरीका है कंसाइनमेंट में स्टॉक वैल्यूएशन करना। अभी इसमें और 2 वैल्यूएशन बचते हैं, वो 2 वैल्यूएशन में आपको टाइम आने पर बताऊंगा, पर यहां पर आपको स्टॉक का वैल्यूएशन पूरा समझ में आया होगा। उम्मीद रखता हूं कि आपको हिंदी में भी उतना अच्छे से समझा होगा जितना इंग्लिश में समझा है। Very good. Very good. So now please complete your working note. Working note number 1. Working note number 1. We are going to finish it now. Stock on consignment. How to value. This is the first question. This is the first question. So we have to consider this. बेटा लस्सी नहीं है, पानी है। ओके तो yes, understand first original cost. So I will consider original cost. Now you only tell me original cost में yes, how much is the original cost? 50,000. 50,000 is the original cost ना, तो 50,000 we are going to consider, but out of this only 1/5, out of this only 1/5, 10,000. Second one, after one line, consignor expenses. Consignor expenses, beta, consignor expenses is 1,000. So 1,000 into 1/5, 200. And third one, red pen, consign is pura expenditure? No, sir, not full expenditure. Only non-recurring expenditure, sir. Only non-recurring expenditure. That is a one-time expenditure. So in that we are going to consider freight and cartage. Non-recurring. sorry. I just will write this freight. फ्रेट खर्चा मुझे लिखना पड़ेगा. Freight. Vanshika ji, is better to take full, na? No one will provide you like this. Vanshika Gupta. So 2000 into 1 by 5 beta. 2000 into 1 by 5. I will consider 400. And what is my total now? Stock on consignment, sir. Stock on consignment. So this is hidden adjustment. 1 plus 2 plus 3, sir. 1 plus 2 plus 3. So 10,600. I'm giving you simple ways to calculate this rate. It's very simple. Whenever you are taking calculation part, why? First ask yourself, why this entry? Because otherwise you cannot complete your consignment problem. So if 5 goods are sent and out of that 4 goods are sold, so we have to value for 1 good, and that 1 good is a hidden entry. And how to value that? You have to consider original cost. Now you can write it. Consign or expenses. Consign is non-recurring expenses. And now tell me what is the stock on consignment? It is 10,600. Now we will finish with the entry. Chalo, fast. And after writing this, yes, thank you, beta. Shyam Bihari Gupta is saying, sir, thank you, sir. Very nicely explained. Thank you, beta. यजत सेन इज सेइंग, सर मजा आ गया हिंदी वाले में. ओके, ठीक है बेटा, हिंदी में मजा आ गया. वेरी गुड. कार्टेज मतलब बेटा वन टाइप ऑफ फ्रेट. कार्टेज मतलब जो माल वहां से दूसरी जगह पे लेके जाना है, उसके लिए जो पैसा देते हो उसको बोलते हैं कार्टेज. कार्टेज मतलब जो गुड्स लेके जाने के लिए हम लोग, ये जो आपने देखा होंगे ना ट्रक में लेके जाते हैं, तो उसको जो हम लोग भाड़ा देते हैं उसको बोलते हैं कार्टेज. संतोष कुमार जी, कार्टेज मीन्स इन सिंपल लैंग्वेज इट्स अ फ्रेट which is your traveling expenses of goods. Traveling expenses normally of human being we called it as traveling expenses, and whenever it is expenditure, the traveling expenditure on goods, we called it as freight or cartage. So that word is for goods, cartage and freight. Sorry. Hera Hussain is saying, sir, now I understood very clearly. Jayanti is saying, I understood, sir. Muhammad Ali is saying, thank you, sir, for explanation in Hindi. Varun Mule is saying, sir, thank you. Teaching is awesome, beta, thank you. And Panchal Hiren Kumar is saying, sir, salute for your teaching. Thank you, beta. Insurance premium is also paid on the annual basis on consignment for 3 months. So, beta, it is considered as recurring expenditure. But insurance premium, because every month you have to take that insurance up to the point of sale. So if this expenditure is up to the point of sale, it will be a recurring expenditure. And don't get confused. If I'm saying you it is a non-recurring expenditure, it is a non-recurring expenditure. So don't have any arguments over this. Sorry for that. But yes, please understand, whenever I'm telling you this is a non-recurring expenditure, you have to understand. So this is non-recurring. Full glass of water is difficult. 500 ml. If you give me something 500 ml different thing, yes, I can drink. I'm talking about lassi and buttermilk. Chalo. So let's start. Stock on consignment. I hope you understood what is stock on consignment now. So in this question, stock on consignment is important entry, and now recorded by, yes, beta, this is the amount you have to record, 10,600. 10,600. Okay, done with this entry. Yes. ठीक है, चलो, थैंक यू. सबने अच्छे से समझ गया सबको. And it's very difficult to explain this concept of stock on consignment. And now everyone understood it clearly. What is the concept of stock on consignment due to inventory valuation? Thank God you are getting this concept. Chalo, now I'm telling you how to find out the balance of Y. Y is going to settle his amount. So how to calculate Y's balance, that you have to understand it now. So chalo, let's take a calci. Chalo, calci लीजिए हाथ में फटाफट and see where Y is there. Where Y? So Y is a creditor. Okay, so Y is a creditor. So on calci, you are starting with credit balance 30,000. I am telling you the way how to calculate. एक बार हिंदी में भी बताऊंगा, but first understand the way in English. See how many of you can understand it in the first calculation. Okay, chalo, Y is a creditor. So in first entry, no Y account. In second entry, no Y account. In third entry, yes, Y is showing 30,000 credit. So beta, whenever credit is there to Y, I will add it. And whenever there is a debit to Y, I will deduct it. Okay. Now, in next entry also, Y has a credit balance. So Y has a credit balance, sir. Y has a credit balance. So I'm going to add. So 2,800, I'm going to add. So this is how you calculate it on the calci. Okay. So 2,800 you added. So I'm getting 2,800. Now in next entry, Y has a debit balance. So debit balance means beta, I'm going to deduct it. So minus 55,000. So minus 55,000. I'm getting the answer minus 22,200. I'm getting the answer minus 22,200. Okay, sir. I got this answer. In next entry, again, I added this 5,500. Again, I'm getting this 5,500. So I will add now credit means plus. So 5,500, I am getting the answer 16,700 negative. Okay, negative. In next entry, again Y is credited. So again we have to add 600. So 16,100. I am left with minus 16,100. So you are getting this concept, minus 16,100. In next entry, no Y. And again in next entry, no Y account. So beta, Y is showing negative 600, and negative means he has debit balance. So negative 16,100, and now he is going to clear his account. So negative 600. So we will give credit to Y account to make it zero. So to give credit to Y account, so entry will be bank account debit. He is going to settle now this account. So again hidden entry by red pen. Again hidden entry. So he is going to settle his account now. Bank account debit. And what amount he is going to pay? Bank account debit to Y account. So this is a calci method. Otherwise, simple method, Y account you have to open and you will get the answer. Okay, open Y account and you will get the answer. So I have shown you calci way also without opening his account. Okay, without opening his account. So bank account debit to Y, being Y settled his account. Y settled his account. Being Y settled his account. एक बार हिंदी में समझ लीजिए. देखो बेटा, हम लोग Y का बैलेंस फाइंड आउट कर रहे हैं. हम लोग Y का बैलेंस, तो Y के एंट्रीज को हमें देखना पड़ेगा. अभी फर्स्ट एंट्री में तो Y है नहीं, दूसरे एंट्री में Y है नहीं, तीसरे एंट्री में Y है. तो हमने तीसरे एंट्री से शुरू किया. अभी पहले देखा Y को कौन सा बैलेंस दिख रहा है तीसरे एंट्री में? क्रेडिट. सो मैंने कैल्सी पे लिया क्रेडिट, मतलब वी हैव स्टार्टेड विथ क्रेडिट. यदि आंसर एंड में माइनस में आता है तो आंसर डेबिट बैलेंस कहलाया जाएगा. आंसर को क्या कहलाया जाएगा? डेबिट बैलेंस. तो 30,000 से हमने शुरू किया, 30,000. आफ्टर दैट चौथे एंट्री में भी Y को क्रेडिट है, क्रेडिट हम लोग ऐड करेंगे. सो चौथे एंट्री में 32,800 आंसर हमें मिला। तीसरे एंट्री में, पांचवी एंट्री में y को डेबिट है। डेबिट है तो सर माइनस करना पड़ेगा सर। डेबिट है तो माइनस 55,000। सर समझा सर, इट्स वेरी सिंपल। 55,500, यस सर, वी गॉट दिस। नाउ उसके आगे के एंट्री में y को वापस क्रेडिट है, सो 5,500 को हमने वापस ऐड किया, क्रेडिट है। तो उसके आगे के एंट्री में y को वापस क्रेडिट है, तो वापस हमने ऐड किया 600। फिर भी मुझे कैल्सी पे मिल रहा है, आगे एंट्रीज में है ही नहीं, तो आगे के एंट्री में हमें y है ही नहीं, तो माइनस 16,100 हमें कैल्सी पे मिला। माइनस माइनस मतलब डेबिट बैलेंस होगा। डेबिट बैलेंस मतलब उससे पैसा आने वाला है, सो हमने एंट्री कर दी बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू y अकाउंट, y बिकम्स गिवर। उसने उसका अकाउंट सेटल किया। Date beta now is 31st December. Everyone, yes, now it's the 31st December. So for y now it is the 31st December. Okay. Similarly, you only tell me balance in consignment by using same technique. Okay. I will start with first one. So same logic on Calci. Now you only tell me consignment account. थोड़ा शेड लाइट करता हूं। नो, शेड लाइट करनी है। हाँ, so we started with consignment debit. So we started with debit, and if you are getting credit balance, it's a negative figure. So you just take it for consignment account. Just want to check, are you getting it on Calci or not? Chalo, start कीजिए on Calci. 50,000 without opening ledger account. You can do it on Calci. Chalo, 50,000. Chalo, fast. Do it for consignment and let's check how many of you can do this on Calci. Though you are getting wrong answer, please try it. Please try it. This technique is without opening any Calci, without opening any account. This is a Calci method. हाँ, वंशिका गुप्ता जी, वेरी गुड बेटा। बट विच बैलेंस, निगेटिव 5,700 और पॉजिटिव 5,700? टेल मी फास्ट। निगेटिव 5,700 और पॉजिटिव 5,700? यस, यू आर नॉट टेलिंग मी करेक्ट आंसर। वंशिका गुप्ता जी, प्लीज टेल मी on Calci it's negative 5,700 or it's positive 5,700? Oh, yes, Hiren Kumar answered it. Very good, Hiren Kumar. Harshita also answered it. Vanshika answered it, but wrong, beta. Minus 5,700, I think so. Positive, Jasprit Kumar Kaur. How are you getting this positive 5,700, beta? No. Let's see. For consignment account, debit 50,000. So we started with debit 50,000. In next entry, consignment account again debited. Debit, add. In third entry, there is no consignment. In fourth entry, yes, consignment is there. So again debit. So add 2,800. After that, consignment is credit. So minus 55,000. Minus 55,000. After that, again you have debit. So add 5,500. Then again you have debit. So again add 600. In next entry, you do not have consignment. Here, yes. Oh, sorry. Not stocks. Sorry. Credit means minus 10,600. And I am getting on Calci negative 5,700. So negative 5,700. I am getting negative. So beta, negative 5,700 means I started with debit and I am getting credit balance. Credit means profit. Profit means I will pass entry At the end, I'm going to pass entry again, consignment account debit. So write down profit on consignment because credit balance is there. So to P&L being profit transferred on consignment account. Being profit transferred on consignment account. So two hidden adjustment. One is Y and one is consignment profit. And last entry, goods sent on consignment account debit. Goods sent on consignment account debit to P&L account. So goods sent on a consignment account debit to, to trading account. And this is 5,700, beta. This is 5,700 and this is 50,000. So goods sent on consignment in first entry, 50,000. So last entry, you transfer it to trading account. So done with this, sir. Done with this. Over. Okay. So see here, I taught you two concepts. Journal entry is over. And beta, now it's your time to open. Yes, see whether I'm getting 5,700 or not. Yes, 5,700. I'm on the correct track. Yes, I'm getting the same answer. And just open Y account and check whether you are getting yes by bank 16,100. Ledger account from journal, it's very easy. From journal entry, it's very easy, sir. One by one, consignment account you have to open. Consignment account you have to open. Y account you have to open. Actually, there is no need of these two accounts, but if ICAI is asking you about these two accounts, then only open it. Otherwise, also prepare ledger accounts. No need of goods sent on consignment and inventory account because it's a buy balance carried down and you will transfer it to trading account. But suppose if you want to open this account, it's okay. And just now check how to pass ledger accounts entries. So ledger account entries, yes, understand from journal entry only you have to post it. So those students who don't want to open ledger accounts, and if journal entries are asked in the exam, you can use Calci shortcut. So without opening these ledger accounts, you can find out the profit or loss account balances and Y account balance. So yes, many students. Chalo. Abhi dekho, by line entry. So first entry, yes, you just check your journal entries. First entry, consignment account debit. Afterward, you can find out, you can take a screenshot afterwards. Yes, we have only 5 minutes. Otherwise, I have to start with epoch method. So wait for only 5 minutes. So books of X consignment account goods sent on consignment is a first entry. This entry, you passed it by 50,000. Second entry, consignment account debit to cash. So to cash, I will write consignment is debit, means debit side. I will write 1,000. Third entry, is consignment account debit to Y account. So consignment to Y is the third entry, 2,800. Fourth entry, Y account debit to consignment. So on the credit side by Y account, it's a 55,000. Then again, bad debts entry is there. So consignment to Y, 600. Commission entry. So consignment to Y, 5,500. Commission entry. Then you have buy stock on consignment. Stock on consignment, 10,600. So you finish with this account, and last entry is to profit and loss account is a balancing figure. It's a 5,700. You can check your total 55. By looking into journal entry, you can easily pass these entries now. And this is 50 plus 1 plus 2.8 plus 0.6 plus 5.5 plus 5.7. So you have finished with 65,600. Very simple, sir. Just open these accounts and you finish this consignment account. Okay. And second account is Y. See, Y is your debtor. And then he becomes your giver. Okay. So Y is always your debtor because he sold goods. So in first entry, no Y account. Second entry, no Y account. In third entry, yes, Y is there. Buy bills receivable. So he accepted bill. After that, consignment account debit to Y. So by consignment, Y is credited 2,800. After that, Y account debit to consignment. So by looking into entries, 55,000, bad debts entry by consignment 600. Then you have by consignment, it's a 5,500. And now you can simply close this account by bank. It's a balancing figure, 55,000. And I think you are getting 16,100. I have shown you Calci method, 55,000. 30 plus 2.8 plus 0.6 plus 5.5 plus 16.1. Yes, it is 55,000. Yes, 16,100. It's very simple. Okay. So those who don't want to do it on Calci, they can open these accounts. Goods sent on consignment. Yes, first entry is by consignment to goods sent on consignment. So this is by consignment account. And at the end, you can transfer it to trading account. It's very simple. An inventory account to consignment. And at the end, you are going to, this is an asset. So you will transfer it to buy balance carried down. Okay. So now it's very simple, sir. Consignment account you have to do by your own now. Please solve ILU 2, 3, 4, 5. In next session, it's mandatory. Please read 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. At least you do it by your own. I'm going to take only difficult questions in next session. I hope you understood how to calculate stock. You understood what is a DEL creditor commission. And one more point that I want to explain you. There are two types of losses. Okay. Loss in transit and loss in go down. Where loss in transit and loss in go down. Understand? If loss in transit means from consignor original cost you will consider up to consignee's place and your goods lost here. So consignee has not incurred any expenditure. Okay. So that valuation for loss in transit, you will consider original cost plus only consignor expenses. Only consignor expenses. You won't consider any consignee expenditure. Okay. If loss is there, you will consider only original cost and consignor expenses. And in go down, you will consider stock on consignment also. In go down, you will consider similar valuation. Go down loss in transit is similar to your stock on consignment. So original cost plus consignor expense plus consignee's non-recurring expense that you have to consider at the time of calculation of go down loss. Okay. So this is something is new. And one more point is there that you will tell me after reading the answer, what is the concept of unrealized profit, that if goods are sent at invoice price, that invoice price is a suspense that I will explain in the next session. Okay. So in next session, I'm going to explain that inventory is recorded at invoice price. You are going to tell me what is the logic. So what is needed in this topic? One thing. Chalo. All entries are very important. Yes, all those entries. Hidden entry in this question, stock on consignment, that 1/5 goods. Second entry, close consignment account by using Calci method. Close consignee account by using Calci method, that Y account. And then I told you about your valuation of goods lost in transit and DEL creditor commission. So overriding commission I have not explained you. Now 2 points are only remaining. One is overriding commission. Second one is loss in transit, and third one is invoice price. 3 points are still remaining. Okay. Overriding commission, loss in transit, and third point is inventory is valued at invoice price. These 3 questions is your homework. So by looking into next question, you have to tell me all answers of these 3 points. What is inventory if recorded at invoice price? What is invoice price? That you have to tell me it in the next session. Second one, loss in transit or loss in go down. Yes, in this question, we have not covered that. And third one is overriding commission. So we left with 3 concepts. Yes, I hope you enjoyed till now. And now I'm going to take your epoch method. Chalo. Epoch method. Yes. वंशिका बावरी हो रही है इपोक मेथड के लिए, बहुत ही ज्यादा एक्साइटेड है. इपोक मेथड. consignment easy છે? Tell me easy છે? Consignment. Tell me it in the comment section. Please have patience till last minute. Please have patience. Very important. if I'm not getting bored by teaching you, so it's your duty also to sit up to last minute. Have patience, improve your patience. No, beta, stock on consignment is transferred to, is carried to balance sheet. Stock on consignment, good question. Panchal, yes, beta, Hiren Kumar, no need to transfer it to trading account. Goods sent on consignment is transferred to trading account. Stock on consignment is your asset. It is carried to balance sheet. That stock on consignment, you carry it to balance sheet, like closing stock. Sunil Yadav is asking me, sir, if we understand concept, it is important to take offline coaching classes. But it depends. If you are, grasping power, suppose you want question by question understanding, whole index, you want maximum practice, in that case, you can go by offline classes. I'm not telling you, yes, every faculty is good in India, but the way of teaching is different. So my suggestion, if you are asking me such questions, yes. If you want question by question break, or suppose how to revise it, if you want maximum revision, you can take, yes, offline classes. And for that, I already told you, you can go by Pune branch lectures. It will be very, not expensive at all. And it is more, I'm telling you, in easiest way, I explain each and every concept, but it is in Hindi. That is only the question. Yes, other students. And no need to waste money for 10,000 and 15,000 if ICA is giving you at free of cost. And we are also at Pune Branch charging very less fees. Yes. An important point, that rapport must be there between student and faculty. If you are getting my style of teaching, then up to CA final, yes, you are going to find out it's very easy beta. Okay. If you are getting basic concepts from me, so at intermediate level also, you are going to understand all concepts in detail. So that foundation faculty is very important. Once your rapport match with that faculty at intermediate level, you can easily get 60 plus marks. So first time you may find it difficult, but once you understand basics and his language properly, means how he explains every concept, then it is nothing difficult in this chapter, in accounting syllabus. Yes, Manisha. चलो एकदम इजी छे. ओके चलो 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 इजी छे एकदम. हाँ, now epoch method, last method sir, epoch method in account current. You left with that method, so can you please explain this epoch method? Yes, you have to write it from the following particulars. Yes, we have 15 minutes to complete this epoch method. Now please focus from the particulars. What is your homework? Yes, tell me your homework. Illustration number 2 to illustration number 7, 8. Please try all these illustrations. You have 2 days. Today, day after tomorrow. Yes, I'm going to take session. So tomorrow. So you have 2 days. Please finish with consignment. Only that chapter is difficult. After that, bill of exchange is also very easy. That accommodation bill is difficult only. And then we have partnership accounts and company accounts, which are, yes, actually difficult, but I will make it very easy. And don't attend it in recorded session. Try to attend company accounts and partnership in the live session. Okay. Chalo. Yes, calculator method is best. Mayur ji. Thank you. From the following particulars, make up an account current to be rendered by Mr. X. Please now note down all these things. Mr. X means books of Mr. X, and Y is a party. So write down over there. Mr. X is books of Mr. X, and party name is Y. Okay, party name is Y. On 31st December 2020, taking interest into account at the rate of 18% per annum, sir. 18% per annum. So rate is also given in the question. Forward method is normally that we are following is called as forward method. Something is new, epoch method. And in exam, I think once this question is based on once in this last 10 years exam, only one time they ask you about epoch method. Okay. And we do not have to take any risk. Balance of owings by Mr. Y. So balance owing by Mr. Y means for X it is 2 balance brought down. So for X it is 2 balance brought down. Goods sold to Mr. Y means 2 sales and allowed 1 month credit. Okay. So 2 sales. Goods purchased from Mr. Y. So by purchases, you can write over there. Cash received from Mr. Y by cash. And Mr. Y accepted bill. Means for X it is a bills receivable. In bill of exchange, I am going to tell you. So Mr. Y accepted. So it's a bills payable for Y, but bills receivable for us. So by bills receivable. It's like by cash. Page number 6.111. Page number 6.111, beta. 6.111. Okay. So now please write down this and tell me over. 2 balance brought down, 2 sales, by purchase, by cash, and by bills receivable. Please don't write anything now. I'm going to solve this question. Just concentrate how sir is solving this question. Okay. So 2 balance brought down, 2 sales, by purchase, by cash, and by bills receivable. Same thing. Only days calculation is different in this question. Only days calculation. Chalo. Okay. Epoch method. Epoch. Mr. Y in account current with Mr. X. Mr. Y is in account current with Mr. X. Understand? Mr. Y is in account current with Mr. X. X. हाँ, तो Mr. X का account है. हाँ, चलो start. So 2 balance brought down on 1st July. More point that I want to. 2 balance brought down on 1st July, and due date is also same. Just understand, and afterwards you can take a screenshot. So I will give you 1, 2, 3, 4 ranking, because here this is something different in epoch method. So 1st July 600. So done with this transaction. 30th July and 1 month credit. So 30th August. So 2 sales. After 1 line I will write 30th July, 2 sales, and here it is 30th August. I will write 300 rupees. Okay. Columns are same. Date, particulars, due date, amount, dates, products. That columns are same. Goods purchased by purchases. So on the 3rd line I am going to write it. On 1st August. So 1st August. By purchases. 1st September. From 1st September. Okay. So this is 200 over. Yes. Now just 2 things. Cash received 1st September, due date will be same. So by cash, same due date, 1st September, 200 and 100. And then you have by bills receivable of how many months, beta? 2 months. So 2 months, na? No, 3 months. 3 months means 10, 11, 12. So 31st December. December. 4th December. And what is the amount? 400. Okay. So we're done with this all transaction. Now it's very important, days calculation. Now see beta, this is called as backward method. So backward method, it means you have to do backward calculation. Normally in forward calculation, normally in our method, we calculate from due date up to statement date. That is a statement date. That is the last date of this transaction. So statement date. But here, so statement date is not important. Here we will calculate from opening date. Opening date means 1st July in epoch. So you can write this from opening date up to due date. Okay. So here statement date is not important. That is the end date. End date is not important. Here opening date is important. Okay. So what is the difference between forward method and epoch method? So you can write it in the margin. that due date up to end date. End date means a statement date. No, beta, here we won't consider in epoch method that end date. We will consider opening date. Opening date up to due date. Okay, so this is called as backward method. So you consider backward opening date. Yes, you consider from first day up to due date. Normally we consider forward up to statement date. So this is a basic difference between two. देखो फॉरवर्ड मेथड में आप क्या कंसिडर करते हो? फॉरवर्ड मेथड में जिस दिन ड्यू डेट है, ड्यू डेट से लेके जस्ट स्टेटमेंट एंड हुआ, एंड, तो वो फॉरवर्ड मतलब आगे की डेट कंसिडर करते हो. पर ये बैकवर्ड मतलब पीछे जाना है. पीछे मतलब कहां पे जाना है? ओपनिंग डेट पे जाना है. ओपनिंग डेट कौन सी है? 1 जुलाई सर. 1 जुलाई इज ओपनिंग डेट, तो हमें वहां पे जाना पड़ेगा. सो इपोक मेथड के कैलकुलेशन थोड़े बदल जाते हैं. इपोक मेथड के कैलकुलेशन थोड़े बदल जाते हैं. कैसे बदलते हैं? यस, आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू आउट. ओके, सो 4 स्टेप्स है. फॉरवर्ड मेथड में सर ने 3 स्टेप्स बताए थे. एक प्रोडक्ट का बैलेंस लो, फिर इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेट करो 1 डे का, फिर अमाउंट को क्लोज करो. इधर 4 स्टेप्स में डिवाइड है. बहुत सिंपल है, बहुत सिंपल है. हियर यू विल कंसिडर फ्रॉम ओपनिंग डेट अप टू ड्यू डेट. ओके, इजी. Opening date up to due date. So opening date up to due date. So 1st July and opening date is also 1st July. So you'll consider 0. ठीक है. Now here 30th August. Okay, due date. So जुलाई के पूरे 31, जुलाई के आप पूरे 31 और इधर 30 अगस्त के 30, तो you will consider 61. बिगिनिंग से 1 जुलाई से कंसिडर करना है. 1 सितंबर. ओके, 1 सितंबर मतलब 1 जुलाई से, तो जुलाई पूरा आएगा. 1 जुलाई से 1 सितंबर, अगस्त का 31 एंड सितंबर का 1, एंड सेम लॉजिक फॉर 31 + 1. एंड हियर जुलाई 31, अगस्त 31, सितंबर 30, अक्टूबर 31, नवंबर 30 एंड दिसंबर 4. दिसंबर 4 3 मंथ्स में ग्रेस डेज ऐड करने पड़ते हैं. बिल ऑफ एक्सचेंज में बेटा 3 ग्रेस डेज यू हैव टू ऐड. So Yashoda ji, 3 grace days we have to add. Therefore, it is 4 December. 3 months plus 3 days. So 31 + 1. This is 63 beta. 63. This is same 63. And 31 + 31 + 30 + 31 + 30 + 4. So this is 157. Over beta? Yes. So you understood it now? So due date from beginning date. Now here 157 you understood it. Now beta, here I will take product now. 300 into 61. 18,300. 18,300. Here it is 200 into 63. 12,600. 100 into 63. I will consider 6,300. And 400 into 157, I will consider 62,800. 62,800, 12,600 plus, yes. So here total is 81,700. And here total is 18,300. Now normally we take product on the opposite side. Okay. So here normally we consider, yes beta, due date भी consider करना है. Yes. We consider product on the opposite side. So normally if forward method, तो मैंने इधर बैलेंसिंग फिगर लिखा रहता. I can write balancing figure on the debit side in case of forward method. But wait, in epoch method, you consider balance of product. Balance of product on which side? On the same side you have to consider. On same side. It is very, very important. Okay. So first one, balance of amount you will consider, not product. Sorry, beta. Balance of amount you will consider. Balance of amount. Now this is something new. Balance of amount. It is not in the forward method. It is only in epoch method. It is only in epoch method. You will consider balance of amount. Sorry. You will consider balance of amount. So this is 900. And 200 plus 100, 300 plus 400, 700. Sorry. After this, you will consider product. Okay. Sorry. First, you will consider balance of amount. Wait. But this balance of amount, where to write this? Where to write this? Okay. You have to write this balance of amount 200, nowhere, only in product you have to write it. 200, this balance of product, where to write it? 200 multiplied by days, and days you will consider from 1st July up to last statement date, and statement date is 31st December. So statement date is 31st December. Okay, so this is something new. 200 rupees amount column, balancing figure, plus July 31, August 31, September 30, October 31, November 30, December 31. So you will consider 31 plus 31 plus 30 plus 31 plus 30 plus 31. So you will consider 184 into 200. Okay. So this is 184 days. Now this is something new calculation. Yes, sir. Otherwise you won't get this correct answer. You will consider on number 1 in product column only. What you will consider? Amount balance multiplied by total period from first date up to last date. This is how epoch method is working. So number 1, you will consider product column amount multiplied by total period. So this is 36,800. And now your actual process starts. Now here afterwards 81. So this is new. This is not in forward method. So this is the first step. Amount balance multiplied by total, and you will consider it in the product column. So after that 81,700, you already consider the total plus 36,800. And on the debit side, you have 18,300. So what is the balancing figure? 1,200,000. So this 1,200,000 you will consider on the number 2, 31st December, to balance of product. Number 2, I'm getting 1,200,000. I'm getting 1,200,000 on the debit side. And then I will calculate. Now remaining steps are same. By interest, I will calculate for 100, 200 into, I forgot that. Interest is on the same side. Normally we consider interest on the opposite side, but here you have to consider interest on the same side, beta, on the same side. To interest 100, 200 into 18% for 1 day. So interest on the same side. So this is 49.41. And now I will close my balance carried down. So by balance carried down on the number 4 amount column. So what is, I'm getting 600 plus 900 plus 49.41 minus 700. So I'm getting the answer 249.41. So beta, yes, only for you, I'm going to tell you again steps for epoch method. You can see I have given it in the index. So you already have taken this screenshot. So epoch method, these 4 steps are very, very important. Okay, remaining part is very easy. Epoch method, dates calculating beginning up to due date. Then closing sequence, understand. Balance of amount is 200 into total days, and product column on the opposite side. So debit side balance is 900, credit side balance is 700. So 200 is a debit balance. You will take this column product side on the opposite side from beginning up to statement date. Total days from beginning up to statement date. Then balancing figure in product column. So it is the same step, but same side interest you have to calculate. And then close the column. I know this is tricky one. If you understand these 4 steps, you are going to understand this problem properly. So 4 steps you have to understand, and this is all for epoch method. Please rewatch this session, recalculate, and have patience. Start that epoch method calculation. It's not difficult. It's very easy. So please practice it properly. Only instead of 3 steps here, there are 4 steps. And 4 steps are something different. Interest we are not taking on the opposite side. Interest we are taking on the same side. So index is also important. Epoch method. Screenshot of epoch method. Yes, thank you. So beta, please do consignment problems. And now it's 1:10. I promise you I will cover it within 10 to 15 minutes. And I know epoch method is something which is difficult one. Normally forward method, I don't know why IC has kept this epoch method till because it is really confusing, but it's okay. If suppose question comes in exam, you'll get 5 marks. And this is only a bad luck, I will tell you, if you are getting the same question of epoch method. And it's easy if you understand these 4 steps. So these 4 steps, you please take a screenshot, and epoch method, you find it afterwards, calculate it properly, and you'll get the answer. So this is all for today's session. I hope you enjoyed the session. One sentence thank you is important for me, and please share this lecture to maximum students, and please press that button advertisement 1 minute ka as usual. So yes, let's rock the next session and solve all 1-2 illustration number 7 as homework. Chalo. So thank you beta. And great session with you all today. Very happy. I told you all concepts of stock on consignment, inventory valuation, then loss in transit, and some difficult parts. So let's meet on Friday. Thank you.